Well, I'm back out here at Lake Lavon doing a land inspection, walk around, and hopefully a lake check. It's a little breezier than I thought. I'm over in an area where hopefully I can get it on and off without being blown sideways, but anyhow, here we go. This thing is a 2019 Tracker TF 175. Most of the ones you see seem to be TX 175s. They're very similar as far as the hulls and stuff go, but the interior, as far as the seating arrangement and stuff, is different, and the live well systems are different. These are more geared to, they used to call, I think one of the models years ago was called an all fish. It's good for crappie and catfish and stuff, a little bit different than just the bass fishing, the way the live well system and the minnow buckets and stuff are in the live wells, and it's got live wells in different places than the TX does, and different seating. I'll show that here right now. We'll walk around here and look. This is a trade-in. The gentleman I got it from never used it for fishing. What he used it for was he took out and did photo shoots at Caddo Lake, which is Texas's only natural lake, if what I understand is correct, and I'm pretty sure on that one. Really a prehistoric looking lake. It's a cool lake to go fishing at and just to be at, and people pay for him to take them around where they can do photo shoots. So he said he's only put the trolling motor down the water one time and really wasn't very apt at adapted using the thing, so he put it up and never use it again. But consequently, it's not all scratched up or anything. It's very, very, very clean. So here we go. Start out looking at the bottom. No scratches or anything. He never beached it. Had no reason to. We'll walk around here. Decals are all intact, not scratched up. It's that charcoal gray, which I really like, maybe because it matches my truck so well, but if you have a charcoal truck, it's a good looking package. It's got the 60 horsepower Mercury 4-stroke motor. Very, very clean. Not no mineral buildup or anything on the lower unit. It's got the vinyl flooring. I think is a $400 option now. I like them both, carpet and vinyl, but vinyl is easier to hose down, people say, so we'll go with that. No weather damage on the seats or the dash or the vinyl, and that's something to be pointed out, because I look at a ton of boats, I mean year-old boats, that people leave outside, and that vinyl will turn it brown, so it's in really good shape. Trolling motor, as I said, has only been down once, so it's not scratched up or anything. He took people out at night, so he did put some LED lights on it. They're really bright. I've turned them on at night, and they really illuminate the area really well. It's kind of cool he has those on there. Like I said, that was for his photo business. He traded it in on a pontoon boat because his business took off and he was starting to have a lot of people wanting to go out, so he could take out more than one or two people at a time. So he bought an older pontoon, and things were going so good for him, he decided to go ahead and buy a late model one from me and traded this in. It's got 140 hours showing, and the reason I say showing is a lot of people don't know if you leave the key on, it runs the hours up. So sometimes people will, for one reason or the other, the key will be on if you stop and, you know, floating around or doing whatever, and people don't realize they need to turn the ignition off, or otherwise they're putting hours on it that they're not even running it. But most of his Caddo Lake is, you really have to stay in the boat lanes, and even then you shouldn't be going fast. So most of the RPMs on this thing are going to be very, you know, probably between idling and maybe 3,000 or something, because you don't want to go wide open on Caddo. At least I wouldn't. I've been there a few times, and it's you need to respect that lake, or you can hit a cypress tree that'll take the whole unit off of it. But anyhow, there you go. Very clean boat. And I'm getting ready to go attempt a lake test, so wish me luck. Thanks for watching. Well, this is the 2019 TF Tracker 175 that just a few minutes ago did a walk around land inspection on it. Told about quite a bit of the history and stuff on this boat during the walk around, so I'll try to keep this a little shorter and stay more to the pertinent information here on the lake. I just took it for a spin, and it did like the other two. I think I have two of these on my channel, or two TX 175s on my channel, and it did 36 miles an hour also. Came out of the hole strong. These things really run good. It's got the 60 horsepower Mercury 4-stroke, just like the other two TX 175s I tested. Now on my channel, I've tested more than that, but that's all I've got on my channel. And this thing, as always, these 60s they're bulletproof. They're tried and true. They've been around for a long time, and they run really well. You see the water shooting out of the water check valve. Good strong stream. When I was running, it got up around between 15 and 20 pounds of pressure, which is excellent. As I said in the walk around, the TFs have a little different seating arrangement. As you can see up here, it's got seat bases, 3 of them rather than just the one, so you can move it from side to side, but probably more for 2 people fishing up front. Like if you're just crappie fishing, you want to sit up front with whoever knows into an area where you're tight to the trees and stuff, or maybe catfishing where you nose in there, you both can sit up front. I think that's kind of a cool thing. I'm going to move it over here and show you the difference in the deck. It's got a large storage area up underneath there in the front. As I said, they're a little different than the TX 175s, where the storage and the rod boxes are. The TXs geared more for the bass only type fishing, although you can do obviously everything out of both of them. But the rod storage is a little different on the TXs. The rod boxes are a little longer as far as the doors and stuff goes, because they of the different configuration of the deck. And this is one of the things that's a big difference. This is the live well on the TF, where you have a spot for the minnow bucket, and it's up front. So you've got that, which is quite a bit different than the TX. And then you go back here in the back, and there's another live well back here, like you have in the TX. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, and I can't believe I can't remember this, as many of these things as I've driven, but these boats have, the TXs only have this back one, if I'm not mistaken, whereas the TF has the front live well also, with the availability of the minnow bucket or bait bucket. Anyhow, this thing, let you see the seats, everything, and just like I said in the land inspection, excellent. No fade, no weather damage. Just a very clean boat. Like I think I previously mentioned here just a second ago, but 36 miles an hour, and that's GPS. One of these days I'm going to take one of these things and tinker with it, engine height and prop situation. I believe I could get 40 out of one of these things, but that's me and it by myself. So you start loading with tackle and another fishing buddy, it's going to probably, slow it down. And I don't know how that would have a large bearing on the top speed, I'm sure, but they're good running boats. I like them. The hulls ride really well. Aluminum boat going through rough water. These about as good as I've been in. or they certainly are a good ride, that's for sure. But that'll conclude just this, the info here at the lake. I guess the part that's most important is how it runs and drives. So let's do a quick spin here. All right. Trim the old motor down. And turn it around here a little bit. Out here at the power plant again, by the way. Good little cove area here for these tests. And here we go. And we're up on plane and running. Trim it out. No torque on the steering wheel. You see no hands on it. Tracking effortlessly without any pull. And that's something to be pointed out, because a lot of these boats don't do that. You can't hardly get the torque off the steering wheel depending on the hull design. The later model boats I hadn't really had that much of a problem with, but I tell you, in years past that used to be a real issue with me. You had to fight that steering wheel, or otherwise if you let go it'd take a hard right turn on you. Choppy out here today. Weather report said 4-mile-an-hour winds, and that is not the case. But I'm making a little wave action here along with the chop. Kind of give you an idea how this thing does ride. Let you see the motor running under power. And that will pretty much wrap up the lake test. I appreciate y'all watching.